In our effort to show the seller our fab plan to find the agent with the buyer, we've got Smart PR. This video is about the P, the Smart PR. When you look at the house in the MLS, at the listing interview, we want to share with the seller that the house in the MLS.com, if you will, our MLS system, is similar to putting a resume out there on Monster.com or CareerBuilders.com or whatever is going on in the economy now for these online job searches. And so the P stands for the printout, the profile of the property. And I want you to use the seller to think about your house is really, this profile is really a resume like it is on a .com to find a job. And quite often you can see poorly written resumes. No, agents, when you've been on a listing interview, have you ever, or as a buyer's agent, have you ever looked at some really pathetic MLS printouts? You could say yes, because we know that there's a lot of really bad MLS printouts. We found, doing a research on high-end properties in our metropolitan area, we found that 14% of those properties were in the wrong school district, let alone that they were using improper information there in the remarks section, and there's not enough photographs and some crazy, writings in the remarks like must sell, bring offer now. No, unless the seller authorized that, it makes sense. But a lot of times the seller didn't even know the agent did it. So the objective of talking about how important your resume is, seller, that I write a good resume. One of the most important things that I take seriously about marketing your property is that the effectiveness of your resume. And because it goes out to all these different websites and it's in the MLS system for the other realtors to help select your property. And then what you're going to do as the listing agent to be interviewing with the seller, I want you to pull out some of the other resumes from some of the other brands in the area. Hey, if they left a paper trail of a horrible resume and you're on a listing interview and you can show the seller that look at this resume for this other property with XYZ brand, and you be the judge, seller, is this a good resume or not? Here's the price point, the house is around $400,000, there's one photograph of the property. There can be 1,000 characters or whatever your MLS is for remarks, and there's only 500 characters. You can see 4 misspelled words in the remarks section, and I know for a fact that's in the wrong school district. That's not the right zip code. If you use map coordinates, they're not right. Square footage. It's so easy to look at a resume, a profile, MLS profile of another property and find mistakes. Well, we take this extremely seriously. We cannot write a poor resume. Now, over all the years I've been as a realtor, I have found very few people bringing up the quality of the resume. It's how many websites are we going to hit and that kind of a different thing. Social networking for the property. And where I'm going to find the buyer. I want the seller to know when we're finding the agent with the buyer, we've got to speak to that agent on the resume. We take great care. And by bringing this up, we do want to point out some of the poor resumes that were written by other people, because those could be your competitors who didn't think enough of the sellers they were representing to write a great resume for their property, realizing they're trying to attract the agent with the buyer. Because there are some amazingly ridiculous MLS printouts that do not represent the right nuances of the properties, because there isn't a lot of training I've seen in real estate to say we're going to write a good resume. We're really going to think this thing through. We have quality control on what we say and what we don't say in that MLS. Thanks for watching.